Mabuhay Manila, you got Drew here from ManilaShaker.com and join me on our latest phone off between the Vivo V5 Lite and the Lenovo K6 Note. It's plastic versus metal in the design category, where the lightweight contender comes into the fray against a decent mid-ranger in favor of the K6 Note. Our Vivo contender comes from the perfect selfie family as the most affordable of them all, headlining its 16-megapixel selfie camera with soft light flash. It's essentially an iPhone Lite from the rounded sides down to the antenna lines. Reposition the camera, add a fingerprint sensor on top of a pseudo-metal build, and you got the K6 Note. Everything else is a standard affair, from the button placements, the micro USB ports, the speaker grills, the non-backlit capacitive navigation keys, and the 3.5mm headphone jack where it's located at the bottom for the V5 Lite. The look and feel will come down to user preference, so we're giving this one a tie. Both are coming into the fight with 5.5-inch IPS LCD displays with the standard 1080p resolution in favor of the K6 Note and a toned-down 720p for the V5 Lite. As we put the two beside each other, the V5 Lite shows a brighter output comparing to the tinted version of the K6 Note, but with better color reproduction and contrast ratio. In addition, the high resolution gave the crispier image, and suffice to say that outdoor readability favors the Lenovo contender. The Lenovo K6 Note takes this one. The V5 Lite is going to make do with 13-megapixel autofocus rear module as it clashes with the K6 Note's 16-megapixel face detection autofocus sensor, giving our Lenovo contender an edge on paper. The effect can already be seen with the K6 Note having better sharpness and color reproduction during outdoor shooting. But when the battle was taken indoors, it seems to be a matter of preference, with warm tone for the V5 Lite and a cool tone for the K6 Note. Our Lenovo contender continues to take the lead with brighter output when placed on the low light shooting challenge. Using the LED flash continues to favor the K6 Note with a sharper rendition comparing. Neither one of our contenders was able to capitalize outdoor night shots as photos came out noisy with blurry details. A steady hand or a tripod is deemed a handy tool for both when recording videos that maxes out at 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. In comparison, the K6 Note just had a better color reproduction. As we head to the selfie department, the V5 Lite 16-megapixel selfie shooter returned the tides against the 8-megapixel version of the K6 Note. Vivo's affordable perfect selfie handset left its competitor with a better overall shot that comes with its own soft light flash. It's a matter of black and white in the camera department for our contenders, so do let us know in the comment section below which you prefer, either the main camera of the K6 Note or the selfie camera of the V5 Lite. We are leaving this one to you guys. Expect a close call on the performance test, as the V5 Lite is coming in with a MediaTek 6750 octa-core chipset paired with 3GB of RAM, while the Snapdragon 430 of the same number of cores combines it with 4GB of RAM in favor of the K6 Note. Upon booting up the K6 Note, the inclusions of an app drawer emulates the Android experience. On the other hand, the V5 Lite mimics the iOS feel and look put together by the FunTouch OS 3.0. This parity aside, the extra RAM advantage played a key role for the K6 Note on Antutu benchmark scores at 44,511 points compared to the 41,080 points for the V5 Lite. However, the experience was on par with one another as we open and play different apps and games. Casual to mid-range gaming is a sweet spot if you plan on gaming with either one of our contenders, leaving the higher tiered games such as Real Racing 3 and NBA 2K17 with a less desirable gaming experience. What will separate the K6 Note from its category though is the VR mode, which can be easily accessed by holding the power button. Another important feature of the Lenovo contender brings in the fast and accurate fingerprint sensor at the back, which is lacking in the Vivo contender. The Lenovo K6 Note takes this one. An upgrade that K6 Note boasts is the 4000 mAh battery pack, a significant advantage when compared to the 3000 mAh of the V5 Lite. Of course, Lenovo did not disappoint with 4.5 hours of screen on time and 32.8 hours of standby time. However, the V5 Lite impressed us with an amazing 5.5 hours and 40.2 hours of screen on time and standby time respectively. Once that reaches to 0, the V5 Lite will take 3 hours and 5 minutes to recharge, while the K6 Note needed 20 minutes less. The V5 Lite wins this one for sheer longevity. No high-resolution audio playback support for either handsets can be found, so this loudspeaker will decide who wins in this category. As tested, volume intensity are close to one another, but the K6 Note sounded a bit tinny to the ears. The V5 Lite slightly takes this one. The Lenovo K6 Note is available in retail stores for 11,999 pesos or $239 while the Vivo V5 Lite comes for 9,990 pesos or $199 Great selfie camera, long-lasting battery life, affordable price tag. If that falls down under criteria for your next phone, then the V5 Lite is a perfect buy for you. Full HD screen, VR capability, and fingerprint scanner. These key features might be worth shedding the extra peso for the Lenovo K6 Note if needed. What do you think of our latest phone off? Let us know in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit that like button as it tells us that you want to see more videos like this. Feel free to look me up on Twitter at Kinuhit for questions. As always, don't forget to click subscribe to get the latest in tech from ManilaShaker.com. Once again, this has been Drew. Mabuhay, Manila.